Hooks had a couple of other books that I actually liked, and I don't. This book I'm reading now. Well, the book I was reading from her was, oh my god, this book that I read was like I want to say like 12 years ago, I think, called Feminism is for Everybody. I actually like that book. I had to read that book when I was in undergrad, and I liked the book. Now, I got this book all about love, and I'm just not. I'm disappointed. My sisters are mad at me right now because this was my choice to pick, and this book is I'm mad at this book. I don't know why. It's too much for me flipping back and forth. I got distracted. I had to literally I really had to start playing the audio. And my sister said that they was feeling the same. I don't know. It's just this book is just so. What it is that I guess the insert, is it even worth reading? Okay. The word love is most often defined as a noun, yet we would all love better if we used it as a verb, writes Bell Hooks as she comes out fighting and on fire and all about love. Here at her most provocative and intensely personal, the renowned scholar, cultural critic, and feminist skewers our view of love as romance. In its place, she offers a proactive new ethic for a group in society. These glasses is making it dim, but these actually don't make my eyes hurt, so I gotta like, when you do this. I think I had to do that before, but I think, I think I had to do that. I I don't agree. I don't agree with the back of this, and I don't agree because I don't think this is in here. Literally, I feel like this lady has taken other people's ideas, twisting it to make it her own, and it's a lot of flipping back and forth. To me, it's all over the place, like all over the place. Like I I wanted to like this book, and I'm still trying to get through the book, and I think I need to read another book because from her because I was so excited to read this book, and I just cannot. I can't do it. So yeah, I can't do it. So she talked about touched by love, give love words, childhood love lessons, be true to love, let love be love in me, divine love, living by love ethics, simply love, loving communion, the heart of love, sweet love, loving into life and death, redemption love, when angels speak of love. And her concentration for that was grace, clarity, justice, honesty, commitment, spirituality, values, greed, community, mutualities, romance, loss, healing, and destiny. Now, when I was reading this book, initially, I was so bored to tears. I was like, I'm trying to get through this book because it's my month to read the reading, to go for the book for my sisters, and a book club with us is something that we've done because majority of us live in different states. It's how we keep close communication with one another. We meet once a week, and I was the first one before I even did a check in because we usually ask people how they like the book and stuff like that. I thought I said this book is boring, and literally everybody felt the same way. Like, we were all so excited to read this book. And I was just like, I don't know, like, I feel like she was really just taking other people's things. It wasn't really, I don't know, like, it just was not, I don't like it. I just don't like it. And the reason why I don't like it is because I think my expectation of her from another book was for me at Page Turner. And this was years ago. And maybe because I think was it psychology class I had to take? I think it was psychology class. And this one was just like, oh my gosh, you got a new one out. And um, she's just contradicting in this book for me. We had a lot of questions in this book. Did she really mean that, or it's not making sense? It's not clear. And usually, when someone writes a book, there aren't so many questions left unanswered. And I feel like for her, I'm just a little shocked, if that makes sense. Maya Angelou gave her some props, and Gloria Steinman gave her some props. Seattle Weekly gave her, and Toronto Sun. So I I'm gonna try to read this book again. I may pick this up maybe at the end of the fall to see if I can grasp more of what she's trying to give us, but I think I was attracted by the title, of course, and by the author. I did not have any real expectations, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I want to give this book another chance. Like, I really want to give it another chance, another fighting chance. This is terrible. Like, yeah, I'm sorry I got distracted. I'm reading something about Todd Chrisley. Y'all know I love the Chrisleys, but unfortunately, these people didn't take care of their business, so now they got to do some time. So, but I loved watching the show. But let me know if y'all know about the Chrisleys, because I don't know. But anyways, in this book, I've just been in deep thought. Like, are we taught to really love? Do we know how to love? The person that taught us how to love, what type of love are they showing you how to give or receive? Are there different phases to love? You know, do you believe that the power of love has its limits? Have you ever received love the same way it has been given to you? Or have you identified the type of love that you want to receive from the person that you're with? And from reading these chapters, um, I feel like for me, love, it depends on who's giving it to you and what, what type of love, what type of love that they're offering. Love comes in different ways. And I think for me, I've realized that I have never, aside from my parents, my family members, just like in a relationship, I've never really received genuine love in a relationship, like male to female relationship. Now, from like my cousins, like my best friend, my cousins, stuff like that, my sisters, I've gotten that type of love. Now I'm experiencing platonic love, male and female platonic love with my friend. And that's a different type of love. But like love in a relationship, no. I feel like I have been I thought maybe I knew what love was at that point in time, because love is a sacrifice, from my understanding as well too. But it depends on the type of love I want to give. But I think that the ones that I have been in relationships with, they may have just been obsessed with being in relationship with me, and vice versa. And for me, I can't even talk. It's so late. It's like almost midnight. Obsession can be dangerous. It can be dangerous because if you're obsessed with someone or something, you may not really be operating in the context of love. And men versus love, and what does that look like? Love and versus affection. And I also think about, do folks think about speaking truth with love, and do people avoid things or avoid certain conversations because they don't want to hurt someone's feelings because of love? And do folks lie to maintain the power that they have with that person or over that person? And why is it so hard to love? And why is it so hard to be loved? I think for me, I have not really allowed, for me, when I think about a relationship and stuff like that, it's kind of scary because people in my, a lot of people in my generation, they're selfish. I'm not even gonna lie. They are very selfish. It's every man for himself, and what can you get out of it? And for me, I'm just kind of like, I've kind of pushed back the idea of even being in a relationship. Because I don't know why it's so hard for people to love and freely be loved. I think it's because of what people can get out of it. You know what I mean? And also, sometimes people, it's love is not, for some people, it's not a thing. It's not, and some people have the desire to love, but they don't know how to love. And why is love sometimes feel like it's a punishment? They say it hurts me more. Our parents say it hurts me more than it hurts you. Literally, I did not understand when my parents said that. But when I have to discipline my children, that hurts my feelings. It really, really does. Also, is love necessary? Do you think it's necessary? Like, to really, like, what type of love in what context is it necessary? And do you think that love often is mistaken for an obsession? I'm curious. I want to know. And is there a difference between romance love and love? Like, can you really, like, love your partner but also be romantic with them? Is that really a thing? And do you feel like it's how do you define love? What does that look like for you? I don't know. I've been trying to ask myself those questions as well too. Like, what does it look like? Making connections out of love. Some people want love because they want like a sense of belonging and stuff like that as well too. And is it common for folks to connect with people that they don't find off the bat attractive, and can they have that love for them? But also, what type of love is it? I don't know. Like, y'all remember when oh God, yeah, within the past 6 months, when Tyrese went viral, he went viral for that poor man. I'd be feeling so bad for him because this, I don't know, if y'all ain't seen it, go check it out. Literally go check it out, because this man went and oh God, I was more embarrassed than him. No, I don't know. He was not. He was embarrassed. So he was on the live. The singer Tyrese. Have I told you I love you? Mm-mm. Have I told you you still mean the world to me? That Tyrese. Yep. Or sweet lady, would you be my sweet love for a lifetime? I'll be there when you need me. Just calling, receive, da da. That one, that's Tyrese. So this man was on live with his lady. They've been at that time, I think they're together for like a year or two, I think. Yeah. And prior to that, he was in the tabloids because he was going through it with his daughter. I believe, I don't know, poor thing. Just pray for me. Anyways, he was on live with his girlfriend. And I believe that they just recently, or she just recently created a YouTube account, like with the past year of that, and they went on this nice trip and stuff like that too. And they were sitting down, and I think I don't know if someone proposed a question to like ask them like how did they meet, but however it was, it came up how they met. And pretty much the lady, she said that she did not pretty much think that he was attractive. She wanted, Paul Walker. And I'm just like, oh, not only did you want his brother from another mother, you didn't even like how Tyrese appeared, like how he looked. And she was like laughing it off. And you can tell that he did not know this at all. Like, I was like, this is embarrassing. Like, she was all like rubbing his head and massaging his head and stuff like that. I guess she was a Instagram model. I don't know her background. I was just like, oh, this is so embarrassing. If that was me, I would have ended the live. I don't even know, like, ain't no coming back from that. Like, she was really like massaging the 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 idea of her really not like liking him, and you could tell he was super embarrassed. So I was just like, ooh, that, I know that had to hurt. And y'all was on the live too, like, I don't know. But anyways, if y'all seen that, like, let me know. Also, Um, I don't know. Like, I have so many just thoughts about love. And like, does love make us feel alive? Does it really make you feel alive? Like what, and I'm not talking about like just to be loved, to be loved. Not in that. I guess you in that. Well, I guess it depends on what type of love are you talking about. What type of love makes you feel alive? What type of love makes life more meaningful to you? Um, for me, I don't know. I don't know if I can really even answer that question myself. I'm still trying to figure it out. Yeah, I don't know. I've been a hermit lately. Not really talking to nobody on purpose because I'm just trying to figure out things for myself. I'm trying to get myself, a little bit more together as well too. I ain't there yet, so I guess when it's meant to be, it'll be. I also have not dated. I know you heard me talk about my friend, my platonic friend or whatever. And yeah, we're still friends, y'all. In case y'all know, we're still friends. We're still good friends. But, um, yeah, y'all know he did. He did. When I came home, he made sure he met me and made sure that we got in the house. It was like 2:30 in the morning, cause I don't be out like late like that. But he met me in my house and made sure that me and my kids got in. So that's love. That's that is that love for a friend? And I know some of y'all gonna be like, yeah, now to that man like you. Yeah, and I like him too. I do like him too. But I feel like the Lord is just saying y'all need to just be friends. That's what's been working. I don't know. Until something else. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know how long this video is gonna be because I still got some more questions about this. But now we was on the phone talking maybe about like 6-7 months ago. And I know I'm just making my case even worse. We were on the phone talking, and literally, he said he was going to a wedding or something, and I made a joke because we joke all the time, and um, I said, well, you gonna take a date with you? And he was like, well, you're not coming with me, and I'm just like, no, no. I was like, I don't have time. Then I said, I'm gonna find you somebody. I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna hook you up with somebody. I said, I don't know where she at, but I'm gonna find her. I said, can you just make sure that I am the best? You know how like females are like for their male friends or cousins or they're like the best male girls, like a best groom's girl. And I was like, just make sure that I'm the groom's girl. And he got frustrated. He said, why can't you just be the wife? I don't understand why you just can't be the... And I was like, oh, I was like, you still like me. You still like me. I knew it. I knew you still like me. But it was funny, but it was cute. Because I'm just like, he was frustrated, but like we've agreed that we feel like God really just wants us to be friends. Like, because like honestly, if I saw him walking with another female down the street, I feel like I can still say hi to him and go about my day because that's how our friendship has always been. We've been really good friends, but for him to say that, I was a little taken aback, but it was cute. It was real cute. But anyways, let me get back into this here because this, I don't know. I didn't even know this was gonna be a book review, but if you read it, let me know. Um, do you feel like love less is equivalent to death? Do you feel like love heals? Also, I got like a lot of notes. I just have questions. People who don't suffer don't grow. People who don't suffer don't grow. What are your thoughts on people who don't suffer don't grow? I want to know. What are your thoughts on that? Um, yeah, I want to know. Do you think that the experience of suffering during childhood grows you or mature you? So, like, if you go through a harsh childhood, do you feel like you are able to mature faster? I know, and for me, now I can answer. I feel like for some, Some people, yes, they can. Um, some people, but for other people, I feel like no. I feel like some people, if they've been through something, they may know how to maneuver a little bit quicker. And I don't think a part of that has anything to do with maturity at all. I'm just being honest. Um, and how are other folks, impacted? For example, like if a person comes from another country for school, right, and they work hard and they send their earnings back to the family, how is this helping? I feel like that is dysfunctional. Like that person is suffering in their condition. There's a lot of people that come from another country. They come out here and they work through 2 to 3 jobs, and they take on a full load of courses of classes. I know it's like tradition and stuff like that, but it's like I feel like they're suffering, they're killing us, and they're so stressed out. They have no life, and sometimes they go insane, they go crazy, and they're just sending back all their earnings back to their family. Like, it is common though. It's very common. But also on the flip side is if they came out here like on a visa or something like that, they do have to work hard because they may not have the finances to do it. But also they may not want to go back. So that was like their trade off for coming out here and leaving their family behind. It's just so many things. And also with love is scary. Others choosing to act out because they think that they love someone. And I think that going back to this whole obsession thing, like being obsessed, and also like the obsession and stuff like that. There are some people who are obsessed with being with that one because they know what they can get out of it, or they don't want that person to be with anybody else. I think that's dangerous as well too. Um, do you want to be do you want to be saved, or do you have to be saved with loved? Is that going to save you? If that one person is going to be that breaking factor, like, how are you going to survive? You know what I mean? I know this is all random. Like I said, I know that this is going to be a book review. I just got so many questions. And some people may be thinking like, well, gee, I read this book and I didn't think about any of this. Or what chapter did you read in the book? Or why do you feel this way? I feel like this book may have unlocked a lot of different thoughts, random thoughts and stuff like that. Also, the lack of support. I feel like the lack of support can be detrimental as well too. Those that are supposed to help us, they may be suffering as well too. It's so much to think about. One thing I guess I can say, recalling it and stuff like that, women, women, us females, ladies, yes, all of us, we were taught to literally, back in the day, just go with the flow or let the man be the head. They stayed at home. Things have changed. And, women had to get out there and work. And in my honest opinion, I just be thinking like, taking vows. Taking vows varies. Now, I think that's another reason why for me, I'm being honest, why I have a hard time. Because if I be getting, like, in my mind, I be thinking like, oh my God, taking vows. Where is it in the vow? Let me see if I can find it. Y'all gonna be like, what is wrong with this girl? Like, let me see. Wedding vows. I want to make sure I get this right. The traditional wedding vows. The traditional way. I take thee to be my wedded, to have and to hold, for richer or poor, in sickness and health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance, and thereto I pledge thee my faith. Now, there was another part in this. There's also 7 promises of marriage, blah, 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 blah. Let me see if I can find it. Um, There was a part, and it was it was oh God. I don't know. Like, okay, listen. The richer or poor part now, I and Lord forgive me because this stuff happens so common. Like, y'all can't fault me for this. Like, to for richer or poor, Now, it can go both ways. You can be rich and just do careless stuff to where you become poor and rich, and then poor and become rich. But it's just like, if I marry you and I'm supposed to stay with you and you choose not to go to work, I can't do it. I can't. No, no, because that's not what we agreed upon. And you switching and stuff like that. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like there is a where I know that it's talking about submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. Okay, I grew up Christian, and yeah, I just the women's part. Obey your husband. He's the head. Listen, don't blame. Okay, this is what I saw on TikTok. I thought about this before. I thought about it like obey your husband. Y'all, that's probably why I'm single, because I like to do my own thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell y'all this before. No, I'm talking about the TikTok thing first. TikTok. TikTok. This lady was getting married. She in the process of getting married, saying her vows, and you know how the pastor or the officiant is telling you what to say, right? And she said exactly what he said verbatim. And when he said the obey part, she got quiet. He repeated himself again. I don't know if the video repeating, how sometimes they manipulate videos and stuff like that. And literally, she refused to say it. And it was like, you're not going to say that part? And she was like, we want to move on? She's like, yep. So I'm just thinking like, are you not saying this because you don't trust your partner or because you already know how it's going to go? And the husband, to be like, laughed. He laughed it off. And I'm just thinking like, oh my God, like, this is a joke. This is embarrassing. Now, traditional ways, from what I know, is that, especially doing the wedding rehearsal, the the bride does not walk down the aisle, so they don't practice their vows, back and forth. And nowadays, people write their own vows, right? So it's like, or do you have do you already know that they're not going to do XYZ? Are you not trusting your partner because you're not going to obey him? Or like, I don't, for me, see, would you really obey a man? I don't know. I think for me, because I'm always on guard. I think that's my problem. I'm always on guard. I'm always on guard. And I know for some people, they're like, well, you ain't never going to find a man with that type of attitude. You sure? Because I don't know. Like, because I said I'm okay with getting married at age 45. I'm okay with that because I know that person will really be stuck in their ways. Less a chance of them switching up. Like, I mean, you can switch up like day and night any given time, but in my honest opinion, I'm just like, love and obey. What is the goal in your idea or perception of marriage? To become one, to be with that one and only. But also, I know is that my forever or my whoever he gonna be is not going to make me second guess. When I'm married, I want to be so sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that I know that I'm making the best decision for myself and also for my children, because I have, two small children as well too. I think that's the reason why I'm slow to date, because I got two little kids. But I know I need to get myself out there. But it's just like people who, I don't know, people who question the idea of thinking their vows is a joke or not saying their vows the traditional way. People change stuff and stuff like that. Like me, I don't know if I have a traditional wedding. I, I don't know. Like it depends. It depends on. I know it'll be what I want and what my husband would want. But it's just like, what would that look like? Like, it's so funny because I told my aunt. I think I told my aunt Lariah was like 4 months old. And I said, I want to get married. And you know what she said? She said, set a date and go start trying on dresses. Now, I was single at this time. Because y'all know I wasn't, with their daddy. I just wasn't with their daddy. Um, and she said, set a date and go looking at dresses. And I don't know, I kept just speaking it into existence that I wanted to get married. I wanted to do this and I wanted to do that. And literally, not even a week later, this man was walking, because I work downtown. This man had approached me, and I was going to go have lunch with my cousin because we worked in the same city, and we were getting ready to go have lunch and stuff. And he was like, "Wait, I want to talk to you." And my cousin was like, "Girl, go talk to him." I'm just like, anybody worry about him, because like me, I get nervous when like people try to talk to me in front of my job. Like, to me, that's just not comfortable, because I don't want them to know where I am, stuff like that. And yes, the fool, after I started talking to him, kept leaving messages and notes and gifts at my job after the fact. It was, to me, it was just strange and uncomfortable. I'm glad that it phased away, but yeah. So anyways, I said that to say, when you start speaking stuff into existence, because he had told my cousin, he was like, I want to marry her. He said, I'm going to because my cousin, she has like a big old rock on her hand. And he said that, he said, I'm a size up on that rock. That rock that she got, you gonna get an even bigger one. I said, don't say that. That's rude and stuff like that. She's like, girl, talk to him. She's like, he handsome and stuff like that. And for me, I just was just like, oh Lord, when you really speak stuff into existence, like God be giving you the desires of your heart. I don't know how I got on this, but yes, you will be happy and smitten with the right one. And it's just like, even like, I know I reference my friend a lot, but it's just like, um I feel like my friend has been placed in my life to show me that there are guys out there that are still genuine, true to themselves. Like, have I prayed about my relationship with him in a romantic aspect? No, because I think that I am still going through like a healing process. I'm kind of like almost out of that, to where like I'm okay with going on dates and stuff like that. But I like to spend time with him because I get to talk. We get to talk and have fun and just joke and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I haven't had that type of interaction that's safe zone, platonic, in so long. I think that's another reason why I don't really it doesn't make a difference to me if it goes any further than what it is, if that makes sense. Like, also, it's just like, dang, if I do come around somebody that that I like, will they feel comfortable knowing that I have this friend, in that manner? And also, the questions proposed again too. Do you really think that you can have a friend, a platonic friend of the opposite sex? I think it's possible. It's possible, but both have to be mature and have an understanding as well too. All right, not crossing those boundaries. So I don't know where it's gonna go with that. We just friends, y'all. We gonna see. That's just my workout buddy. We can call it crack jokes. Yeah. I don't know. This love stuff is it's in all how you look at it. People find and receive love different ways. Some people like gifts. Some people like to be seen. Some people just like to, be held and stuff like that. For me, I feel like even with my love language is just doing things for other people and stuff like. But that's just to, to just to be cool. But as far as a romantic side, I don't know. I know that I have to pray and work on my patience, because I think that's one of the things that has been keeping me from actively probably being in a relationship with someone, is my patience, because my time is very valuable. Just like anybody else's is. Time is very, very valuable. And it comes up to a point in time where as the older I get, I just do not have time and cannot afford to play games with people. Um, Growing up, I felt, because I was just so used to taking care of people, that was just what I was placed on here on earth just to do. So when I realized that a lot of my time was wasted, and then I became a mother, I really just don't, don't have time to play games. And I know that like I said, that's just like maybe a cluster of people, because there are some really good people out here in the world that really want to be in a relationship, and some people that mean well, mean good and stuff like that. And I don't know if I don't know if I'll ever, cross my path with that person. Like, of course, I don't want to grow old. Y'all see, I got these grays and white hairs. I'm getting older, y'all, and stuff like that. I think for me, it's kind of like the idea of marriage is nice, is cool, and that's, we talk about, in church and stuff like that, and the singles group and stuff like that as well too. But it's kind of like when I see myself in a relationship, I already see myself owning my own home. I already see myself being a business owner, have my own business. I see myself as being a real rounded individual, and independent woman. And to incorporate a man in that mix, I don't know how that's going to impact me, my life. You know what I mean? And I think I just need to, once I'm ready to explore that, I need to be a little bit more diligent and specific in my prayer, and asking God to reveal to me how that would impact my life, and also not be so afraid to try it. But it's just like, I know that if that's what I genuinely want, I need to make myself available as well to allow someone to come in my life. I also have to put myself out there to be seen. I am an introvert, as I told y'all before. I don't really go nowhere. Nope, nope, nope. No, I mean, yeah, I went out for my birthday and stuff like that, but I don't really go out nowhere. I love being in my own personal space, in my own home and stuff like that. That's what I love to do. I like being in my own, because I'm a very creative person. So I also spend a lot of time with myself as well too. Like when my kids are at school and I'm working and stuff like that, sometimes I have downtime so I can go write a book, go paint a picture, go make something DIY. And it's just like, for me, when I think of a partner, it's just like, what would I do with them? In my mind, I'm just thinking like, maybe I can just go out and have coffee, with them. Maybe we can go walk down the park and hold hands. I don't know. Maybe we can go travel and, just go to those, romantic sites, and, just go spend quality time with each other. I think that's probably what I think. I know it's a partnership, but it's just also just like, I'm not gonna lie. I know in my mind, I don't want to sit here and work on building my own home, and then, my knight in shining armor comes out of nowhere, stuff like that. But it's just like, I know deep down inside that I will, my heart will pump for the right one, if that makes sense. But I also have to be open to that idea. So read this book. If you have read it already, let me know your thoughts. I still have so many questions I haven't even like cracked the whip on with this, but read the book. I don't know how, I think I've been talking to y'all for a while, because ooh Lord, it's like almost 12:30. Yeah, read the book. Let me know if you read the book, because I just want to know, like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I know I started this off talking about how much I didn't like the book, but I also had a lot of questions, like a lot of questions. And then I realized I had to take what I wanted from the book and leave what I didn't want to take, if that makes sense. That's what you got to do with life. So with that being said, I got to go get ready for bed, because I need to get my sleep. I'm real tired. My eyes are red. Yeah, and I need to go wrap my hair. So I will, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. So, thank you so much. Sticking around this long, hear my random thoughts. You're new here, I'm really TT. Okay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I would love for you to leave your thoughts in the chat as well too, and I would love your input on this. Your thoughts about love. And what type of love makes you happy? And is there different forms of love? Okay. All right. I'll see y'all soon. Thanks so much. Bye, y'all.